Hey everyone, Clarky here, welcome back to another video. Today I am talking about my personal Black Ops 5 wishlist. Now if you do not know what this means, this is basically what I'd personally like to see in Black Ops 5 Zombies. And by the way, this is my personal opinion and I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below what you guys would like to see in Black Ops 5. Maybe some stuff from Black Ops 4, maybe some stuff from Black Ops 3. Maybe you don't want this in Black Ops 5, maybe you don't want that. But let me know in the comment section down below what you would like to see and what you would not like to see from previous games that might return into Black Ops 5 Zombies or whatever the next short game is going to be called. But anyways guys, let's get right into the video. So coming in at my number 1 spot, and we are just going to talk like what I really want to see. It's not like a personal top 5, it's just what I'd really want to see, so just want to keep that in mind. But coming in at number 5 is I do not want a HUD like Black Ops 4. Now, again, I'm not dissing on Black Ops 4. I do like Black Ops 4 Zombies, my favourite Zombies game of all time. But I do not mind Black Ops 4's HUD. I personally didn't like it as well. Like, I want a fresh HUD like Black Ops 3's. I don't want like everything around my screen and stuff. I don't mind Black Ops 4's HUD. I definitely don't think it's the best. But yeah, again, I felt like it was just a bit messy with like I don't mind what they did with like the player count like on the left and that. I thought that was like okay. The Alexa system on like the whole right hand side I thought shouldn't be a thing. Maybe they should have done it differently where, you know, there was a certain machine like the Gobblegum machine, you know, it just specifically didn't need to be like a whole thing on the right hand side just all about Alexas. I think it should not have been that. But apart from that, that's just me getting the HUD thing out of the way. Going on my number 2 spot is the new a new perk system. Now the perk system in BO4 I don't think was the best. I didn't think it was the worst. I definitely think it was okay. The way the modifier system works on BO4 I think was definitely a big ups for Treyarch. I think that was a new thing that they brought into the perk system. I thought that was really cool. And I think that would be cool to bring in to the new Black Ops 5 system as well. Maybe they add in the BO3 perk system, but your last perk, no matter what it is, will always have a modifier. I think that would be really cool. So yeah, honestly, Treyarch, if you do that, man, then honestly, I'd be happy. I think the modifier system is definitely a really cool thing. Especially when Winter's Wail, a perk that was not the best at the start of the game, and when it got the modifier and it's got its buff, becomes one of the best perks in BO4. So honestly, big ups for Treyarch for that. And I would also like to see some more new perks as well. Something that definitely did do better than Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4 did. Added in loads of new perks. Black Ops 3 only added in 1 new perk. Black Ops 4 and loads of new perks. But the thing is though, the reason why is because they got rid of crutch perks like Juggernog, Speed Call and Double Tap. That was the main reason why we got so many new perks. And I can understand why, like, if we added in Jug and that, like, there'd be such a difficult way to, like, get new perks. Like, well, maybe, like, Time Slip and Victoria's Tortoise would be okay, but just think about Time Slip and BO3. Like, how OP would that shit be? Like, that'd be insane, boys. Insane. Now, the next point, and I think this is a thing that I think lots of people would like to see. I would like to see 1 map on release, then 4 maps that are good in my opinion, but aren't like full on like ready, you know, like with blue screens and that, right? I want 1 map, a perfect map like Shadows of Evil. Yeah, Shadows of Evil didn't get hate at the start, right? But again, it was polished. No blue screens at all. Well, maybe like a rare chance of a blue screen, right? But you know what I mean. It was polished now, and we didn't just get 1 map. We got 2. You got a bonus map, a simple remaster, an actual remaster of the Reese, which was the Giant, and the Giant is so fucking amazing, man. Like, you cannot tell me the Giant is not amazing. And the thing is though, what I think they're going to do is that they will bring in a new map, a new fresh map, a map we've not seen before, and they will add in a transit remaster, because all we know is that the last maps that have to be remastered for potential Zombie Chronicles 2 is Transit, Die Rise, and Buried. That is all we have left. So honestly, I could see one of those 3 maps being remastered, and it is most likely going to be Transit, because Transit Remastered would honestly be an amazing fucking thing, like with the new like system and stuff, like because in the last gen Transit, the reason why there was so many fog and that was because they had to hide away the structures that just wouldn't properly load in, because the last gen consoles just couldn't run transit properly, so that's why. But apart from that, that's really it, to be honest. But honestly, I can see them adding a new fresh map that's like really polished and no blue screens at all. And then with the season pass, or if they do add in the season pass, we get a free map with Transit Remastered, which makes Transit even better. So honestly, I'd like to see something like that. Now, another thing that I'd really like to see, and this would make BO4 way better if they kept this in, the closing app glitch, or just a way to save your gobblegums / elixirs. Now, I know people are going to think, oh, now that you said that, Chert might not add that. Do you expect Chert to watch a person like me? Nah, fam. But moving on, right? Chert, I think, are well aware that the gobblegum glitch is on Black Ops 3, where you close that and you keep it, right? I think they wanted to keep it in because Black Ops 3 was way OP at its time with Percolic and stuff, right? And then added in stuff like raindrops and stuff. And then when it comes to Black Ops 4, the closing app glitch on release was there until like a week or a few days later. They got rid of it because it was like way too OP. I'm saying this right now, Black Ops 4 would be so much loved, and instead of just using classics, because most people in Black Ops 4 use classics, right? We don't want to use classics. We want to use Percolic. We want to use shopping free. If the closing app glitch or just some other way to save your gobblegums was in Black Ops 4, I could see it being one of the best games, because honestly, that was a really good move for Treyarch not to patch that glitch, because it was really fucking cool and really fun, because people don't want to rage over you losing your Percolic or shopping free, right? Instead, they're like, alright, thank God, I've just saved my gobblegums and stuff. It's like Black Ops 4 with the game ending after an Easter egg, you know? Like, Black Ops 3 Revelations and Black Ops 3 Origins, like, those Easter eggs ended after you finished the Easter egg, and that's basically you losing your goblins, and people don't want that, like myself. So honestly, big ups for Treyarch if you add that in and do not patch that in for the next game. Next thing, what I'd like to see is when you do the Easter egg, the game doesn't end unless there is a purpose. Now, every Easter egg apart from Classified in Black Ops 4, after you've done the Easter egg, the game would always end. Now, I know there's a purpose to avoid the despair. The ship sinks, that's true. In 9, the characters die. In Blood of the Dead, the characters leave, and Richtofen is in the chair, dead. Classified, the characters are still there, but they are about to leave, so I honestly don't know why the game didn't end, but so it's still a thing, I think they've done it specifically because of the high round community, but that's really it. And Dead of the Night, the house burned down and stuff, yeah, Ancient Evil. I feel like Ancient Evil could have continued, because all there basically is that the secret room is there, yeah, but it could have closed up after the cutscene ended, and Scarlet was just knocked out. And Scarlet could have awoken, so honestly, I feel like Ancient Evil shouldn't have ended after the Easter egg was finished. Alpha Omega, the whole place was nuked and stuff. I felt like Alpha Omega could have continued after the Easter egg was finished, so I saw no point in that. And in Tower of the Tone, there was obviously the ending of V4, so had a true point there. But apart from that, I really want to see what they did with Black Ops 3, unless it has a purpose where you can continue the game. So that's really it, to be honest. Coming in the next bit is no blue screens. I don't need to explain myself for that one. Coming in the next one is focusing on gameplay over storyline. Now, this was a big thing that Black Ops 4 had a problem with, right? Black Ops 4 mainly focused on gameplay over storyline, unlike Ancient Evil and Alpha Omega, in my opinion, right? Alpha Omega added in gameplay where it came to the Elemental Raygun Mark 2s and stuff, and just, I don't know, just, and like, added in loads of mini Easter eggs, like the round 200 Easter egg, and added in the Rave Easter egg and that. It was really cool what Alpha Omega did, and Ancient Evil with the gauntlets and stuff, and like, it was just a beautiful map. Unlike those two maps, I think the rest of the other maps just really focus on storyline over gameplay. With Black Ops 3, every single map focused on gameplay over storyline. Revelations, definitely not one of the best maps for Easter eggs, but playing that map casually was so fun. Just a normal game of Revelations, just doing high runs or whatever. It's so fun because the gameplay works, you know? And honestly, Black Ops 4, as much as I do like it, they really did focus gameplay over storyline, and that was its big major flaw with Black Ops 4. In my opinion, I think the only maps that focused on gameplay over storyline was Alpha Omega and Ancient Evil. But apart from that, that was really it, to be honest. And it wasn't really that like fun, to be honest. Like Blood of the Dead, the storyline on that map's amazing, so we can leave that out. 9, yeah, it has this gameplay, but I still have a feeling where it did mainly just focus on gameplay over storyline. No, focus on storyline over gameplay. But Black Ops 3, it did focus on storyline, right? People really didn't know what was happening with Der Eisendrache, and then when they got the whole picture of like what's happening with Zetsubo, oh, we're killing all of our characters, right? We understand what they were doing, right? So Black Ops 3 didn't mainly focus on gameplay over storyline, but they still added in the storyline factor. Like, we know what we're doing. We're killing our characters, and then because of, like, the cycle's still going, Shadow Man explodes this whole world and makes revelations. Like, it's so simple. It's a simple story for Black Ops 3 because they focused on gameplay over storyline. So honestly, I felt like Black Ops 5, they should focus on gameplay over storyline. And with Lee Ross possibly being the lead head of Treyarch Zombies, Lee Ross done an amazing job with IW focusing gameplay over storyline. There was hardly any storyline. We never knew what happened to our characters in the past. We don't know what they're about and stuff. We know a bit of Willard Wyler, but that's it. But apart from that, there's no real backstory to our characters, but that's because Lee Ross focused gameplay over storyline, and that's why I see people liking IW more than Black Ops 4. But that's really it, to be honest. So Lee Ross, if he is head, I can definitely see him focusing on gameplay over storyline any day. Now I wanted to bring up a new story or a possible Ether reboot. Now, if we're talking Ether reboot, if you don't know what that means, basically we get the characters that we all know and love from Black Ops 3 that I'm playing as right now, like Takio, Dempsey, and Richtofen, but it's a whole entire completely different story. Now, this is apparently going to take place in the Cold War and stuff, so it's most likely we're going to get a new crew. But if we are getting a new crew, that really doesn't matter to me, because like Chaos, even though it didn't do the best, people really got interested in Chaos after Ancient Evil. So I can honestly see the next Treyarch game mainly focusing on Chaos maybe. But with the Transit Remaster possibly coming around the corner, we could mainly get an Ether reboot. So if Transit Remaster does happen, I can see a confirmed Ether reboot. So same characters, but a whole different story. And what I say to that, I don't think it's a bad idea, but just think about Chaos. Chaos got really good after Ancient Evil, and it's just like, what the hell's the point? Like, what the hell was the point of the Chaos story if it's not going to continue? Unless Black Ops 5 does a whole Zombie Chronicles, but they add in Die Rise and Buried, and then they add in the last 2 maps to Chaos story, because we're apparently supposed to have 2 more maps for Chaos, and then that is the end of Chaos. So honestly, we're left with a cliffhanger on Ancient Evil, and it's really, really sad, because people really did get into the Chaos story over the Ether story after Ancient Evil. So that was really, really interesting to see. So I really hope if they add in an Ether reboot, which I see is most likely going to happen if we do get a Transit Remaster, it's going to be the same characters but a whole different story. But if they did want to continue the Chaos crew, it would be a Zombie Chronicles 2 where they added in Die Rise and Buried and then the last 2 Chaos maps. That's what I can personally see happening, right? So we get 2 remasters and 2 new maps, which is basically the last 2 maps of Chaos. So that's what I can personally see, right? But I would really, really like to see Chaos come in. And apart from that, that's really all I can say, to be honest. Another quick thing I'd like to add, and this was before I just ended the video, I'd like to see a super Easter egg. Now, Black Ops 3 added in the super Easter egg of the RK5 once you've done all the Easter eggs and you get a full ammo on your MR6. That was really cool. You got a calling card as well, but that was it. With IW, they added in Director's Cut, which gave you all the perks. They gave you 25,000 points at the start. Whatever weapon you get out of the mystery box / magic wheel, you get a pack punch weapon. And the wonder weapons that weren't in the box originally, like say like the wonder weapons on Zombies Wasteland, you could only craft them, right? But with Director's Cut, you can only spin the box. You can spin the box or craft them, right? And if you do get out of the box, it's already upgraded for you. That wonder weapon is upgraded for you. Say like Shadows of Evil, you can get the Apothicon Servant out of the box, but that's only after you've crafted it. If Director's Cut was in Black Ops 3, you could get the bows out of the box and stuff. Like, just think how cool would that be? And it would be upgraded as well, so that would honestly be really, really cool to see. And then with all the maps as well in IW, you got the best World's Hardest Boss Fight in Call of Duty Zombies, Mephistopheles. Now, specifically, the reason why it's the world's greatest Call of Duty Zombies boss fight is because it's difficult. Like, it's so difficult that I don't even know, man. I've done that boss fight like 5 times this year already because it's so fun to play with friends. Like, when you have the audacity to play that map and just play that boss fight, you get the urge to complete the world's hardest boss fight in Call of Duty Zombies. And see, when you beat it, you feel satisfaction that you've done something that is super difficult in Call of Duty Zombies. So, honestly, big ups 5W for that. And if Lee Ross, again, is hosting Black Ops 5 Zombies, or whatever the next short game is hosting, I definitely can see him doing something better than Mephistopheles. And if something is better than Mephistopheles, it's going to be harder than Mephistopheles, so I don't even know what to say to that. But honestly, big ups to Lee Ross if he is going to make a super Easter egg. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please subscribe, leave a like, click the notification bell, always subscribe to the channel. Share this video with friends on any social media, and again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, what you guys would like to see in Zombies and what you guys would not like to see in Zombies for the next short game. But guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all in this video live stream, boys, and goodbye.